Hello, I'm Richard Vobes, the Bald Explorer, out on another walk, still with a croaky voice, I apologise for that, and still with the very lovely Matthew Holdsworth. Hello, Matthew.
Hi, Richard. Still stuck with me.
Still stuck with you,
Yep.
And we're still in the Surrey Hills, close to Leith Hill, but not Leith Hill now.
We're in the lee of Leith Hill, I suppose.
In the lee.
Yes.
Where are we, and what are we looking at today?
We're at Friday Street, and which is a little hamlet that's just tucked in behind the back of Leith Hill. And we are going down, there's a hammer pond here, and it's one of the sources of the Tillingbourne stream.
Oh, wow, okay.
Which flows down the Vale of Holmesdale, which is the bit between the green sand and the chalk hills, and then that flows down into the River Wey.
This is a whole area of landscape which the Bald Explorer is unfamiliar with. I know Leith Hill reasonably well, but the surrounding area I don't, so this is a joy for me and hopefully for the viewers. We are in this incredible landscape with beautiful beech trees turning as we're in autumn.
Yes.
On this remarkable end of October day, and these hills are just, I don't know if you can hear all that wildlife. These hills are just a joy to walk through, particularly midweek when it's not so busy from tourists.
Yeah, no, it's lovely. It is really lovely here, and although this was a hive of activity, probably in the 17th, 18th and early 19th century, with all the ironworking that they'd have done here,
Yes.
and Tillingbourne was well known for its high number of streams. And that's why we have these hammer ponds here. So there's a hammer pond straight ahead of us, which is a pond where they would have dug out, but then filled up with spring water. There's a lot of natural springs.
So
Here.
if you go around some of the churches in the area, or even some of the dry walling, you'll notice that there is ironstone
Yes.
here, and presumably this is what was trying to be extracted.
That's right. Yes, I think that's what it is here. And they used and they did find some of the iron for the smelting and what have you. And then there were a lot of mills because it was a fast-flowing stream. So
Right,
there's a
okay.
number of mills then to the north and west of here that were. I think it was one of the highest milled streams in the country at one stage. But now it's very peaceful and quiet.
And of course, part of the iron smelting business, you would have needed charcoal.
Yes.
And this is a perfect place for producing charcoal because it's also surrounded by lots of deciduous trees, the type that would have been, I don't actually know what tree they use for charcoal burning.
I mean, hazel.
Hazel.
Often, that's one of the copper thing.
Right.
Not only did you get all the straight bits, but you would use that in a charcoal kiln quite a lot.
Oh, okay.
I would have thought there's a lot of beech here, so I'd
Yes.
be very surprised if beech wasn't used as well.
And it's a very remote place. You have to park a little way up to get down onto the village itself. Because
Yes.
there's well, you can see the roads are incredibly narrow.
Yeah. So my guess is these would probably have been quite workers' cottages, country cottages, a little cluster of it that were here. There's a pub a little bit further up, but that's really all there is. And this is a dead-end road. It'll stop
Oh, right. Oh, okay.
a fair way up, actually.
But beautiful cottages now, of course, because they've been restored and looked after, but probably quite grubby
I'd have thought so.
in their
Back
day.
in the day.
And of course, we just happen to be, I'll let this car go past, we just happen to be here on a beautiful autumnal day where everything is nice
Yes.
and delightful. But you can imagine in the winter and in those wet, muddy days before tarmac.
Before proper central heating,
Yes.
it wouldn't have been so nice down here.
Although, of course, you say before central heating, I guess lots of fires going.
Well, there'd have been a lot of fires going, that's true. But it's so straight on. If you carried on all the way up here, you would actually end up back on top of Leith Hill again.
Oh, would you? Oh,
Yes.
okay. And close to the Green Sand Way.
Yes, and close to. Well, the Green Sand Way actually comes off Leith Hill, and it comes down just over that way a little bit
Oh, right.
for us as well.
Oh, and here we are, the Stephen Langton
Yes.
pub.
Now he was I don't know very much about him. He was an archbishop, I think, a medieval archbishop who maybe he came from around here.
Oh, right. It's a beautiful, beautiful little remote pub.
It is. I think it's a very, very popular with walkers.
Yes.
Because
There's
this
a
is-
tiny bit of a car park here.
Yeah,
But as you say, that's it, isn't it? That's the dead end.
it is.
And then there's a sign here that says no parking beyond this point. Or turning, in fact.
So we just have to carry on a straight line now.
Let's just have a look over this. Sorry, just going to have a quick look over here. Beautiful little cottage again. Sandstone on that one. That's not ironstone at
No.
all, is it?
You'll see there's a lot of stone rather than brick here.
Yes. Yes, and I guess that's all hewn out of the areas. In fact,
Yes.
on the way up, you told me that one of the car parks was an old quarry.
Yes, I think
Slipway
so.
or
Yeah.
something.
What's it called? Landslip.
Landslip. There we
Yes.
go. And here, private residence called Lane End. So if that doesn't tell you that the lane comes to an end,
Then
this barred gate here will. It's only a single bar, but we can walk
we
it.
can walk on. It's a bridle way. We can come up here a little way, just to show some of the woodland that's here. So this is all. We're all on the north side of Leith Hill, and there's completely loads and loads of paths you can go to. You get well and truly lost here, as well. I might have done that once or twice.
On the way up, as we parked the car and we came down, we noticed a lot of these trees here. This, for example, let's just have a look at this one here. It's got this beautiful moss, absolutely covered in this terrific moss blanket. Yeah, very soft.
Very soft to touch.
I don't know whether that's just something that occurs in the latter part of the month. I must read up on that. It just seems very striking at the moment. But yes, loads of these pathways, lots more to explore.
There's a lot more to explore here. You could keep walking around these and do stacks of routes and never actually go over the same place twice.
Yeah, no, I bet, and probably easily get lost.
Yes, very much so. May have done that a couple of times when I was a scout, certainly. They'd sort of drop us somewhere and we had to find our way out. That's a beautiful view this way.
This view ahead is absolutely stunning, and at this time of year is particularly stunning.
Yes.
You've got these trees. I always notice this. In fact, look, there's a lower track below us. We're slightly up, and then you can see these ridges, which seem to be boundary markers. And very often, from the reading that I've done on trees and things, they've planted these trees, or which may have been at one time a hedge.
Yes, there's quite a clear
Demarcation, isn't it?
demarcation.
Of what must have been either a hedge or certainly marking out different people's properties.
Yes.
This is
And
rather.
just in here, I think, there's a little stream that feeds that hammer pond.
Ah.
It's come off Leith Hill. Some good fungus there.
Oh, yeah, no, show me the fungus.
I couldn't tell you
look
what
at
it is, but that's great.
Look at this. That is amazing, isn't it? The way it grows out, undisturbed. I don't know how long it takes to grow to that measure.
It's been there some time, I was thought.
And then round the other side, a different type of fungus. If I move round here. And this is the thing, the diversity in these pretty old woodlands is quite incredible.
And you've got to remember, we're only 20 miles from central London, really.
Yeah, that's the thing, isn't it?
And this is completely peaceful. The only thing I was just hearing down there is you can just about hear the stream.
Just about, yeah. I wonder, oh look, there's a little bridge.
Oh, let's have a
Maybe
look.
we can get down there before our time is up and have a look at the stream. Here we go. And you've got that beautiful sound as the feet crush down on the browned dried leaves.
Yeah.
There we go.
Well, all the water really is spring fed, so it's wonderfully clear as well.
Yes, you were saying to me off camera before we filmed that lots of springs around this area.
Yes, and this sort of sandstone, because it comes in layers, and so the water will flow down those layers and then pop out at a certain place. And sometimes it's in heavy rain, it pops up all over the place. But
right, yeah.
quite a lot of these, even in the really dry weather, will keep flowing.
It is very peaceful. Oh, here we go. Look, there's a sign just to end on so we can pinpoint where we are. Severals, is that?
Severals, I guess, yeah.
Severals, Copse, National Trust, open to the public. Come and do a walk. Avoid leaving your litter. Don't light any fires or damage to trees and plants.
Yep.
Perfectly laudable statement. Matthew,
Absolutely.
this is a joy. If you get a chance to come down to Friday Street, first I thought that was just the name of the street, but that
It is the little hamlet that's here.
yeah.
Yep.
It's been a joy.
Yeah, thank you.
So there we are. Join us again when we do some more exploring in this wonderful Surrey Hills. You know, there's lots of
There is a lot of places to go and see. Absolutely.
Hopefully I won't have quite so much of a croaky voice, although it is actually getting better. And also, we will be doing more on the...
Green Sandway?
Yes.
When I put it the right way around. There we go.
There we go. So, yeah, thank you so much, Matthew.
No
It's
problem.
been a joy.
Yep, thank you.
And we will return. Till then, take care. And don't forget, if you want to leave a comment, do leave a comment. Or if you want to support the channel and become a patron, go to baldexplorer.com, find out how to do that. But from Matthew and I, deep in the Surrey Hills on this beautiful autumnal day, goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye.
Bye.